Kia ora whanau, happy 2 for Tuesday. And no, it's not cloudy. There's the glorious sun up there. But I got this, bit of a freebie, and yes, I've set it up there. It's where I usually, I'll put my camera on this because it's got a magnetic cover. But yeah, just had a tidy up, friends. Mowed the lawns, cats enjoying the sun. Had the trimmed the hedge. Got the place looking a little bit more respectable. So 2 for Tuesday. Yeah, this is just grass off the side of the road. So when the council comes along, they mow the sides of the road. That is the best grass you can get. Let it dry in the sun for a long time, and yeah, best grass. Some white punk fungus, as you can see here. I trimmed 2 up, and that's all the trimmings. Yeah, off 2. So I've, yeah, going to send them out next year, and I'd like to do some sorry, this will be a long one. Yeah, send some more, do some white punk fungus hunting. Yeah, I want to get quite a bit more, and yeah, send it out and gift it to people that don't have access to it, because it's, yeah, unless you're in South America, Australia or New Zealand, you just can't get it. And as far as I know, I'm just about the only one in New Zealand that really has anything to do with it, fire wise. You won't see a lot on the internet. If you Google white punk fungus, Laetoporus portentosus. So these are just a couple of rocks I found, just in shingle, one of my work sites. When you see it like that, with quite a nice, I'll come right here, but you get a nice smooth grain like that. Quite often you'll get a nice bit of stone rather than, yeah, when it's got heaps of bits, it'll, yeah, it won't nap into a nice shard. But if you can get it like that, but get a decent bit of rock with a nice flat grain in it, often it should be easier to, and that's a very similar type of rock. Now I'm not sure if it's jasper. New Zealand does have although this does look quite brown. And it sparks. New Zealand does have a red chert, and what I thought was the red chert, what I've seen of it so far isn't that great. So let's try and get a demo, friends. Set my camera up. Bear with me. Bear with me. So let's have a demo of this, friends. When you got stone like this, you got to hunt out an edge. Quite often, because my camera's quite low. Yeah. So let's test. Oh, this is another thing too. Not sure if this is English or American, but as you look at it, you can see from where that's hitting there, it's rounding off, and you might see there, but when you get into flint and steel, you'll learn about looking for an edge, and we've got to think of this as a knife blade. So if you change to that side, because you can see it's a bit rounded off on that side, it's a bit sharper this side, and then we'll just see how that's curved out. But then if you turn that over, it's a bit rounded. Yeah, and it's all about searching, looking at the stone for a sharp edge to and again, we want to try and get our stone on that angle, so we're coming down and slicing the steel off that. So enough of that. Try that. Here we go. And out of all the funguses, this burns quite quick. See how that transferred quite quickly? No processing. And again, if I send this to you, try and rip it from top to bottom, and that'll expose little fibres. There we go. See how it actually caught in the crack? The wind's coming this way, I think. See how that grass is much better, Whanau? Love the white punk. Bear with me, Whanau. Back again, friends. This is another trick I learnt off, and the idea is, if you're in the bush, wherever you are, out in the countryside, you grab a slither of fat wood, try and put it in a crack of something, and then put your tinder around it, and when you light it, then make your fire over it, or when you're doing your bottom logs, put a bit of a slit in one and then poke a slither in. Here we go. And it will wick up. Watch that, how that'll wick up like a candle, and you'll have a really good flame. And we're not using a lot of fat wood there, so that way you'll get a decent flame when you start piling on your small sticks. So I hope that tip works with yours. Here's our fat wood element for our 2 for Tuesday. Yeah, so it's been raining a fair bit here, Ruawhata. But yeah, when the sun comes out, very, very muggy, very hot. But I'm glad I got this umbrella for filming purposes. So we'll call it there. Clean the office. So again, don't know what this is, could be, try and find an edge, seems to be maybe an edge there, no, there, that's maybe rough brown jasper. Don't forget a good set of tongs, friends. High speed striker. That's quite a thin but wide one, and dirty at that. And what you could do is what I've done there is just screw a little hook in, lanyard hole. Cheap Chinese rod with fat wood handle. Yeah, cheap eBay striker. White punk fungus. Chert, either English or UK, not sure. So from Jason here in Ruawhata, New Zealand, it cools down a bit. I've got to go off and do some work, and I want to try and get into my fat wood log because they've moved the bees away finally. So yeah, I'll be able to get some fat wood out to some people too. So get in there with the chainsaw, and I'm not going to get stung. So yeah, have a great holidays and New Year. To me, it's just another day. I don't I don't celebrate these holidays. Yeah. for religious reasons. Yeah, you won't find Christmas in the Bible, friends. And the other side of it is, yeah, Christmas isn't merry for everyone. I do agree with the principle of being together with your loved ones. But yeah, we shouldn't delegate that to a mandatory day once a year. We should be able to do that anytime. And yeah, try and be with our loved ones as much as possible, because you never know when you lose them, and that's why it's not merry for some. Yeah, because we haven't got our loved ones here with us to be with. So that's my little spiel. So yeah, thanks to all my subscribers, and yeah, we'll see you next week, or maybe the end of this week for a burn. Ka kite anō.